Alright, here we are with Broken Worlds, Exalted, Gangs of New Gloam, episode 11. I am Devin the referee. We're in November. November
30th.
November 2018.
Remember that.
And to my left, we have X playing Y, who is Z.
With D.
Nicole.
Nicole playing Boundless Jurisdiction, who is a Zenith class Solar.
Zenith class, eh?
Whatever.
Xanax class.
Xanax class.
Killer Queen was our previous Zenith, so fair.
Our previous Xanax class.
I changed their very nature.
Oh no.
You're
Xanax.
the law.
Yeah?
Who's the law?
Oh yeah, I'm the law.
There you go.
I am the law.
Oh my god.
Ian playing Gilded Undertaker, the Liminal, and the Refined Playbook.
Kevin playing Joyous Child with a Crystal Mirror, the Sidereal Chosen of Serenity as the Beggar.
Peter as the other way, the Infernal Fiend Master.
Anthony as Black Rainfall Silent. Daycast Abyssal playing the Hunter playbook.
Alright, so.
Alright.
Fuck you.
I'm sorry.
Well, I'll see you in persona with those little candle jacks.
I love those guys.
We'll see him.
So what happened last session? Nicole is back. It's another day.
We killed Michael Jordan.
Yeah, last time you ruined my childhood and we had a jam.
Yeah, you guys got ready to slam.
And Peyote.
You got chaos dunked.
I chaos dunked on.
Yeah, another place burnt to the ground, mysteriously.
Birthday grounds?
Yeah, it's birthday ground.
It was a
Another
party.
place burned to the ground mysterious.
Well, maybe it has something to do with literally every person in that building being high on peyote when we left.
We didn't even have to do anything. We just left and it caught fire. It's like, oh.
Someone
This
left
is
us-
not a serious.
Someone was cooking and then they got high on peyote and suddenly cooking didn't matter anymore.
It's totally not going to become a Shadow Realm.
That's where I'm gonna live now.
What were Yugi's gonna send Seto Kaiba?
Yes.
Is that the next assassin, Knight of Curses?
Yes.
I mean, not now that I say it.
Can we assassinate Yugi?
I mean, of course we have to have Night of Curses.
Have fun playing that card game that actually exists.
Yeah, all right. Okay, I'm gonna Snapchat that later.
Can my last assassin be like a child's card game duel?
Oh, we'll see. Well, if you're good.
Good.
She's just using the Seawolf's like cheat decks.
Yeah,
Exactly.
I mean, I don't know, do you have enough money to afford the card decks? You know, have to get the...
Uncle Mendes, he's like, I'm your grandfather. I'm gonna buy you these decks. Exalted in it.
Then he gets kidnapped by Seto
You gotta give me
Kaiba.
your old cards, man.
I know.
I bought them,
And
with
then I'll
money.
save you from a rich bastard later.
It's like help, I've been kidnapped. It's like, can't you fight him off? Are you like
Master,
an ancient martial
give
arts
me your
master?
ancient techniques. It's like, oh, I spent all that money on Bitcoin.
I'm a billionaire now,
I'm
fuck
a
you.
millionaire now.
He just gets kidnapped. He's like, can you get away by yourself? And it's like, no. He beat me in a card duel. And it's like, but you're a martial arts master. It's like, no.
You're an
he-
infernal Exalt.
Okay, we're talking about one of Peter's characters. Seto Kaiba offered him money.
It's just like I gave the card
I
away.
had some
He
money.
sold the card. Here's some cash.
Economics is what saves me, not heroism.
I wasn't gonna rely on my grandchild to play a children's card game to battle my soul in
The
the Shadow Realm, was I?
My petulant student, the invisible hand of the free market set me free. Not guile or determination. Or friendship.
I are now Sol Invictus.
Those things are dumb. Anyways, we're totally on topic.
Oh, we are. Oh, we are.
So we leveled up.
Yeah, we leveled up and didn't do the lore stuff for it
It
because
happened all.
we are so far beyond that.
Because we don't even.
It doesn't matter.
It's fine.
We
It's good.
trained. We did 100
When
sit-ups.
Kevin runs his Broken Worlds game, we'll be seriouser.
Serious.
I don't think you've seen the write-up I have for that stuff.
I mean, I'll be serious. I'll be playing the Nightman.
Nightman.
Gotta pay the troll toll.
Who
Okay.
am I supposed to be?
I like how like someone's probably like 8 episodes into this and like trying to really listen.
They're like, wait, what? They're not taking it serious? Wait, was there a Space Jam last episode?
Have I been trolled this whole time?
Came here for compelling storytelling.
And there goes.
Someone bitched about that once.
Well, then you
In
can-
year one.
you
In year
can-
one of the podcast, I guess before people fucking understood what was happening.
Yes.
I don't know what it was. It might have been Orpheus or something, but we did a bit of a preamble just like we're doing right now. And they're like, there was like 5 minutes of preamble before the content started. That was useless to me.
This is content.
There is a skip button, you know.
It's fine. I'm not actually mad at it because they're right. There was like 5 minutes or 10 minutes.
That was you talking about Power
We're
Rangers.
totally in the wrong. but-
That was literally you talking about Power Rangers for like 5 to 10 minutes.
In
I recall.
Orpheus?
Yes.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
That
No,
sounds like that.
You
that
went
sounds
on
like
Power
me. I'm not even going to argue it. That sounds exactly like me.
But that's just what we're like.
I just remember that specifically.
I'm going to trust
Dear
that.
listeners, if you haven't noticed by now, this is what we're like.
Drunk
Whoops.
Pio.
Well, there goes-
260 episodes in. This is it.
And you're still here. I'm so sorry.
There goes one of our last 2 listeners.
We're
We're down to
Fucking
1.
insuling.
Now it's
is
just
done. He's
Devin's
I'm
mom
done with this
listening.
shit.
Yeah, it's just Devin's mom left.
Insuling and Punch and, I don't know, Marvelous are like, fuck this shit.
Marvelous? I don't know.
Someone in the Discord, don't be shitty about their name.
I don't know that person. I
Marvelous, I'm
don't-
sorry. Nicole's just being
He doesn't get you, man.
atrocitus.
So I think this time around we were actually like planning to kill one of the directional, not titans, but directional masters of the jail.
The gang lords
Yes.
Gang
of the
lords.
Arkham Asylum.
And also, before they die,
We
I need to ask them
interrogate.
questions.
So we killed like 2 of them without.
I mean, I guess we could kill them and then ask them questions.
Yeah,
that's what we
because
did
like
last time.
we
We're just
literally
gonna,
did that last
we're
time.
just gonna shadow realm.
Yeah, there's no reason not to,
Yeah,
right?
it's honestly
Yeah.
a lot less work because then you have to like feed.
You could also
them,
just like
water them.
not kill them and be like, before I declare my victory on you, you're gonna tell me a secret about the warden. What was the warden's secret last time? He has to sleep.
Yeah.
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 All right. Maybe the
Just
secret
take
will
some-
be that he's the funk master.
Alchemical soul stone, just jam it in there, kill them, extract the stone, and just plug it in somewhere.
Or just keep their skull like
Keep
we
their
did last
skulls.
time.
It's a low tech option. I know, Peter. It's not 8 steps of complications. I know, Peter. But
For
just
what it's
keeping your
worth, I
skulls for necromancy.
vote Skull Collection.
Yeah, we're going after the Empress.
The Scarlet Empress of
The spaceship.
the spaceship.
You know?
Yes,
That's
I
what
know
the
what you're
component-
referencing. It's just so out of left
I
field.
wish I kept
Aha.
the skateboard with her face on it. Wait, did I?
You probably
I'm
do.
sure
think
you
you
did.
did.
You
You just like to
totally
beat
did.
her
What are you
up.
referencing?
Gunstar Autocotonia with the Scarlet Empress is a spaceship.
Yeah, it's a prototype Veritech fighter that a unnamed red-headed firecracker dragon blood lieutenant stole from its docky bay and flew into battle to save the fleet.
I'm picturing the redhead from Code Geass.
Callan?
I think that's her name.
She's really boring.
That's what I'm picturing.
She's in a bunny outfits a lot. She probably goes to Pound Town with a lot of the soldiers.
Come on, Nathan.
Well, we were almost on topic.
The Scarlet
Right
Empress
there.
pilot, not Callan.
Ah,
Can't it be both?
This is second edition that Gunstar Autotonia took place, so there was like creepy eugenics at play.
gross.
Yeah.
Kevin,
She might have been a Cylon. Not like the new Cylon. Like the Scarlet Empress pilot's head splits open and it's the giant 70s costume with the eye.
What's a silent?
Something you guys can Google.
on your own fucking time.
Alright.
It's a reference.
We have it on the Plexer. We haven't started yet.
So how long into this episode are we doing? Break the 5-minute mark?
Oh, we're at the 9-minute mark.
Oh Jesus!
We're 25% of the way through the episode.
Okay.
Alright,
Too
so...
much filler.
No, too much filler. Okay, so you guys are going to go and fight the Scarlet Empress. She lives at the center of the prison.
Go figure.
Yeah, because she's the
Yeah.
Earth boss.
Also, the world revolving around her.
That's right.
She's not the warden anymore.
Does anyone remember what the prison's called?
The Peaceful Restful Island?
That's it. Peaceful Restful Island. So yes, at the center of Peaceful Restful Island, where like the administrative buildings are, and like the prisoners usually stay away from because it's like heavily fortified by guards and laundrymen and mail people. The Scarlet Empress's, the Empress's gang hangs out. They're people who they don't dress up like dynasties because another gang actually has that bit, but they dress up as like mythic heroes and stuff. But they're all like prison rags and have tattoos, and they like like all hard bitten and stuff. There's a fair amount of terrestrial exalts who are there, who got thrown into the prison because they were, crime people. Like outcasts or like look-shines that were prisoners of war and stuff, that sort of thing. They've all gathered around one exalted gang lord, the Empress. Do you give a brief description of the Empress for you guys when you encounter her? The Empress is a larger woman. She's a wild mutant, so she actually has the large asset to her. She's a giant woman, covered in tattoos. She has elemental caste markings on her for a dragon-blooded, and just looks like a martial arts badass. She looks like an Oni almost. Like she even has like a giant, club with metal studs in them.
She's a strong, independent woman.
Yeah. What do they call those? Not gore malls, but it'd be like a tetsubo. Like it's a exalted artifact tetsubo.
Neat.
Yeah. Very cool.
Every time you say that, I think you're talking about Tetsaiga.
Tetsaiga. I would love to put that into an exalted game.
He got the Tetsaiga, remember?
Oh right, Ian did it, but it was okay.
Yeah.
It was a defining thing of his character. Memorable.
I don't even know if I fully remember it myself.
Yeah, Kevin maybe just made that up.
I make up a lot of things.
What's your scared to question it?
Everything's made up.
So, do you guys want to start planning your assault on the Empress? Do you guys want to start in media res? Where do you want to jump into this fluid part of the adventure? Do you want to take us to a pause so we figure it out?
This seems like an in-character thing to discuss, actually.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, we can just start in our secret hideout.
Our
All
super
right.
secret hideout.
You're in your hideout, halfway between the Infinity Prison Dimension, layered on top of the Arkham Prison Island, Peaceful Restful Island, and the sewer that it is, and Normal City. New Namon, or New Gloam, however you want to go about it. Glory to Mamon, or New Gloam. That was words too.
Yes.
Gotta do a write-up of this place once I learn how to use Scribus.
Your fucking face.
Your fucking face. You little fucking chipmunk beaver.
What?
Child is looking through his basketball memorabilia that he stole. It's all slightly burnt.
Sweet.
So, how are we going to do this? Are we going to kidnap her? Are we going to beat up everyone?
I say we beat up everyone.
You would
It
say
worked
that.
for us last
And,
time.
Yeah. No problem with wiping out the scum in the prison.
That's fair. Hey, when you become the warden, how are you going to protect yourself? I mean, you're powerful, but are you going to have your own generals, or have you thought about what you're going to do as warden?
Do I become? I thought I just got hardened.
I mean, you
Well,
should
if
become
you
warden.
kill the
Every
warden,
time you say it around people that aren't the PCs, they go,
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
Yeah. yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, Solar Zenith, of all things, would make for, a very good ruler. A very wise ruler.
If I become the warden, then I guess I will implement actual guards that do actually good work and don't beat up prisoners for no reason. And, yeah. Justice and stuff.
Good to know.
Yes. Also, hopefully, not have innocent people being in jail. That is also something I look forward to.
He tosses 2 thumbs up at that. Child will remember that. I'm just saying, if we don't replace him, there will be a power vacuum.
I would agree.
We are wiping out the
The old Polish
generals
section.
already.
Oh, true.
So that's already happening to a slight degree, but yes.
Yeah, there's always more mortals. There's always more exalts, especially nowadays. You're probably just popping up all over the place. I don't think you're an anomaly. I mean, you can't be.
Yeah, I've always been looking forward to reform once I got the matter of my innocence cleared up.
Excellent.
Also, hoping to find a way to convince people I'm not a demon who ate myself.
Anathema? Yes, yes. Well, once you're warden, your word is law. You can simply say that about yourself. Who's going to question you? You'd be the warden.
Yeah. I don't know how much weight that'll pull.
Oh, around here? Superstition enough.
I meant more in a marital way.
Oh, your husband, yes.
Been thinking that over recently. Well, you guys got all crispy.
Yes, well, as long as I doubt he'll go into the prison to find you. He wouldn't expect you to return to the prison. He'd think you'd be out subverting innocence and...
I don't mean that. I mean, if I clear my name, I assumed everything would be okay. I didn't take into account the fact that their entire culture hates solars.
Hmm.
I'm maybe I'll be able to bridge that.
He may never stop hating solars, but he may stop hating you.
Hopefully.
One of the good ones, sir.
Exactly. It happens all the time.
Yeah, hopefully. Even if it's just, the weight that'll carry with our children, if I am proven innocent and everything. Cleanse their lineage type thing. I think that'll hold weight with his,
Oh, yes.
a reconciliation.
Yes. I do believe you supplanting the warden and, in general, defeating a lot of the crime around the city will shine well on all Exalts.
Yeah.
Panda's talking like a weird way, like way more less childish than usual.
Preachy.
Way preachier and way less childlike than usual. So, how are we going to go in and beat everyone up?
I vote Rain goes in first, scouts out the area,
It's always a good first step.
maybe set a few of those traps.
Oh, perfect, yeah.
Reminder to everyone, preferably to not go into hands reach before I blast off my gun. Just-
Flame wand.
What's their lair like? Does anyone know?
Something whispers. That gets whispered from Peter's hand. Flame wand.
That's really good ventriloquism. What's their hideout like? Does anyone know?
Palatial.
You think she'd survive if a building collapsed?
Would you survive? Would you survive if the building collapsed on you, sir?
Oh, yes.
She's an air house.
Well, she's much bigger than you.
Exactly. But it would probably destroy a lot of her minions.
That's
That
true.
is fair.
Only
Take
the
out
weak
the
ones.
support.
Do we know if there are any,
I've survived a building collapsing on me.
We forgot him in the basketball palace.
He says, burns all over him.
Oh my god!
I mean, it was a stepping
You may
stone.
want to reevaluate.
Though even if they all survive, it would still be a lot of rubble they're under. But yeah, if they have slaves, that's another issue. We can't really hurt them. Oh, but you could steal people. If
Can
you're-
you? Can you,
Steal
you're good at
people.
sneaking into places. Are you able to sneak people out of places?
I don't have that ability.
Or is
But
there
I
a way?
mean, I don't know if I can do that without.
I mean, you
that
could just
one
enter the
specific
building, make
ability.
a giant hole through it, and let this like, escape.
What about a way that we could arrange for all the slaves to be out of the building when they collapse it? A big
slave
task.
option?
Why don't we use our?
It might be suspicious.
Why don't we use our fancy man to try and like swing a deal to borrow some slaves for a day or something? You know, you got like lots of sway around. You could
That's
probably.
true.
You
I
probably
could.
My
convince
lord
somebody
could, could lease out some of the catamites.
Yeah, what he
Yeah.
said, but
That word!
nicer.
Yeah, if you're throwing a
That's true.
party, you could ask them if you need slaves.
True.
In her honor.
Oh, yes, appeal to her ego. I mean,
Yes.
she's posing as the Empress, so,
That's
you know,
true.
I don't think she's so much posing as the Empress as making fun of the Empress.
even worse.
What's up with Street Shark here, Devin?
Just a picture I found. Straight shark.
The wheel
It's
of
the
the
next
worst
assassin.
that he's built on the one corner, that's
The
like...
wheel of the worst.
That's got all the gang leaders, and then there's another one with the all the lords. Hers is like totally defaced compared to the others. It's got way more darts in it.
Okay, well, yes, I
Rich
could
Evans to spin that.
pull some of my connections and gain a favor or two.
Nice combo, fancy.
Okay, well, I will plan a party a little ways away from her main building and say all her slaves need to be there to set up.
Maybe less suspicious, like, though. If you say that, they're probably gonna be like, just make it sound like you meet a lot of slaves. Like, a lot.
Okay.
I like this plan.
And then maybe I can find a way for us to sneak in and start the fight on the inside before the goons gang up on us.
Find support structures, find places that are weak or explosive or flammable.
You're really determined to bring this building down.
I mean,
There's no reason not to.
I mean, I don't disagree.
Well, okay, I'm gonna use Weave of Power, and I'm going to name probably the mayor or the ward. Have I met the warden?
You have not met the warden.
I have
no
not,
one
no.
has met the warden.
I'm gonna
That we
name.
know of?
The mayor has some sway in the prison, doesn't he?
No.
No?
The prison's kind of a black box of evil. So, like,
from
he
a
has
certain
power
point
in
of
that he's
view.
trying to put better controls on who gets sent there and, like, making it fairer and campaigning on reforms. Maybe getting immaculate monks to go in there and root out the heresy.
there's so much heresy.
Would I know anyone who could help me with this favor?
What
What favor? What is the favor?
To try and figure out how to get the slaves out of there. Like, to convince her to leave.
Sure, you have a party person in the prison who you could like reach out to, or like who's in the city of Glory to Namon or New Gloam that can like be all like, oh yes, we're throwing a party and we need like serving people in the prison to be a part of it.
Yeah, okay.
So then
Then I'm gonna use Weave of Power to call in that favor.
How does that move work?
So I name a character and I roll. I gain 1 hold to call in a favor. That favor can be goods, services, anything up to wealth 2.
Why not call in a favor with the leader of Namon's rebels, the biker punk chick gang?
Did she owe us a favor?
She could. With
Okay,
your move you're making.
that's true.
And then she can get her people in the prison to work with them and set up a whole thing. Because
Okay.
like the gangs of prisoners in and out of the prison.
Okay,
Boom.
then yeah, I'll do that.
Good stuff.
Critical fail. That's bad.
It's not bad. It's just not good.
I do, however, if I miss, I can still choose to gain the hold, but if I do, I lose all connections with them until I take an action to deliberately regain their favor. So I will still choose to gain the hold,
Okay.
but I basically sever my ties until I do
the
something
gang's not gonna
really
do nothing
nice
for you.
for them.
It's fair. It's
Yeah,
fair.
so I'll use that hold and I'll be like, hey, so
The rocker girls will have their people inside the prison work with the Empress's, fucking prison directional association to like get
Yeah.
what we need.
perfect. Okay, that's taken care of.
Yeah, scene swipe, that happens.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right. So, shall we then? What do we want to do? Do we want to scene swipe to the attack?
Oh, I thought he was going to scout the place and
Yeah.
like plant
Yeah.
Yeah.
explosives and
Do you want
whatnot.
to do that? Just
Yes,
plant
I do
explosives in the church or in their big temple. Like
Please
their
don't
big
blow up my
cathedral?
church.
They're big.
Hit the button, the building across town explodes my church! I thought that's what you
My,
said.
my powder blue Ford Stanza.
Well, it's still November.
So yeah, just you're gonna trap the Empress's palatial manse.
Basically, yeah.
Sure, you can do that.
Okay.
Easy peasy, lemon sneezy.
Oh my god.
All right, I'm gonna pause and prep, and we will cut to you guys attacking. All right, we're back. We're now live.
Woo.
So, at the center of the prison of Peaceful Restful Island, There is the administrative campuses where the prison is managed, and there are large estates where like staff and like administrators used to live before they abandoned this place when it became a literal hellhole. And those have been taken over and refurbished into like dynastic-looking sort of living accoutrements for the divine prison boss of the center of the pole of Earth, the Empress, and her gang, the Children of the Empress. So, how would you like to set this scene, seeing as you guys are in control of the narrative? There are people mulling about, there are people training, there's people being beaten up, there's like, parades going on and stuff.
We were just enjoying ourselves with the party and kind of just watching the... We should time this to something neat, like the fireworks going off.
Ooh,
Sure,
that's a
there are
good
fireworks.
idea. Yeah.
And that would cue whoever's like gonna set off the traps to set off the traps.
So
Remember,
V
the
for
fireworks have been
Vendetta.
tied in to the fire dust explosions.
Yes.
Yeah. Like that. That's good.
So do V for Vendetta.
Sure, why not?
We're doing a V for Vendetta, everyone.
Like
Profit off with nerds.
we started the party early when only the servants and the members of the people who helped you are there.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, we're having this party that was originally for the Empress, but none of them have arrived yet because they're all prepared.
Yeah, they're arriving fashionably late.
It's like it's their funeral.
Yep.
So,
We're partying, and I
there's
guess
going to be the fireworks. There are going to be
Fireworks.
fireworks. Fireworks are great. Did you know, as a fun factoid about Exalted and creation and time stuff, around the, I want to say the Sengoku period of Japan, where you had, actual samurai traveling around and whatnot, black powder weaponry had gotten to the point where there were samurai that had shoulder-mounted one-use rocket launchers. They were a type of heavily packaged like rocket that was like a fire. You could light once, like by striking it, it would fire a rocket into the crowd.
That is the coolest shit.
Rifles are way more useful than a samurai sword. So,
It's
yeah.
just imagine all those people who play Legend of the Five Rings who believe in glorious Japanese katanas and purity and realism and medievalism. All those stupid fucking morons.
They can be using rocket launchers this whole
throwing
time.
up and ripping out their own eyes and cutting their ears out when they hear that samurai could have rocket launchers. Fucking Predator shoulder-mounted ones.
It's amazing.
I'm
Fucking
imagining.
hearing blown out.
Yeah. Eat a dick, medieval realism nerds who don't know shit about anything. So you can translate that to Exalted because it's supposed to be scaled up and way more mythic. So you could actually have like your dynastic, your wandering Ronin samurai Dragonblood who's all like, essence cannon. And like a fire dust rocket goes
So
off.
literally just the Predator again.
Why not? Someone who has like, those back fans people have, their art style, that have like the flags and the rods coming out of them that are all like stylistic. Those that fire out in a fan and like, cluster, fire dust bomb the area. Scorching peasants away and them running in fear.
Yep.
Go all, samurai on them. But yes, fireworks are going off, and as they do what? The main palace where the Empress and her children live goes up in flames. Is that what you want?
Support
Yes.
pillars.
Yes, I want.
Alright. The place catches fire immediately. As you know, fire dust is a magical alien sand of dehydrated fire that blows in from the south from the unreality of the wilds and is collected. That stuff ignites, and the dehydrated fire rehydrates just to have fire, and creates a conflagration at all the pillars and pressure points you had set up, causing the place to simultaneously catch fire and also have the physical structure blow out at its support columns, starting to collapse in. There's, backdrafts everywhere, heat, because, it's a fire that's been shrunk down but then rapidly expands to fill volume.
But yeah.
It's like an entire, house worth of fire in dust form.
Just an inferno bursts
So,
out of everywhere.
Immediately, stone is melting, glass is like, falling outward and curling like it's, like it's
Like steel
candy
melting,
material. Like it's sugar.
Like steel beams.
No, Peter, no! It's been 17 years.
It's too soon.
Fine age joke.
It only gets better.
We're
with
in
time.
North America. And there is a panic. There are gang members running out. A horse is... No, not a horse. What do they call them? Horse claws, which are chocobos. Runs out in the middle of the party on fire, just like in Dances with Wolves.
I think that's our key.
That's Dances with Wolves. I don't remember. I've never seen it.
Fire starter.
But they're running out, in slow motion on fire.
Should we run faster?
Gang members, explosions, the people who aren't, ethically tied to this, the servants and the peons are running away. Yeah, it's a mess.
Our specialty.
So, my question to you is, without saying what you're going to roll and what the moves are, because we want to try to move away from that, just because I think that's how it's supposed to work, what are you doing? Like, what are you doing in this scene? And who wants to do first?
I would like to, when you were sneaking, did you notice any secret escape tunnels?
Devin, when I was thinking.
Did you? Tell us. It's your choice.
Yeah, there was totally a grate. It might have gone underneath.
Yeah, that makes sense. Part of the old sewer systems or whatever.
Exactly.
Excellent. That's
Your specialty.
probably where she'll be. I'm going to
She's
do the
enormous.
reverse.
She's enormous.
Yeah.
Would she fit in there?
I mean,
I'm gonna say no because she's enormous and nothing's built for her.
Okay.
I mean, you're the crocodile of the thing. How big are the sewers?
I assume
Is
big.
your size?
They're gonna be after you go through them.
Alright. Because I was looking to crash down to the sewers and catch her escaping, but she can't go through there then.
You can still get in there, but it's gonna lead into a building that's on fire.
Yeah, I know. I didn't want to get her. I wanted
And you
to
can
catch her
punch
running
up
out.
from there.
I'm just telling
You
you
know
what the
what? You know what?
Empress's stance is narratively. She's too big to go through.
I can,
Is she just
I
gonna
can
burn
take
alive
it.
in there?
Based on the building of the area, where would her rooms be? You know where her rooms are.
Alright, where do you want her rooms to be?
I just want to go there. I don't care where they are.
Alright, so your position is you're gonna go to where the Empress was when the explosion happened.
Yes.
Alright.
Crashing
Anyone
through walls.
Yes.
Kool-Aid Man
Anything
stuff.
else? From anyone else?
I'm starting to just paint the destruction of this building, just very peacefully, getting
Alright.
ready for battle.
Are there any people trapped under rubble who
Yes.
look?
Or do you want there to be?
Yes.
Then there are.
Yes.
Okay. Anyone who looks suitably injured, Child goes up to them, kind of takes in a deep breath, and uses his incredibly powerful fist to punch the rocks off them and drag them to safety. With a command to stay out of this.
Run home, clown.
Yeah, basically.
Peter?
I guess I can help out with that. With some bigger rubble, I go up to it, use my mountain rooting step to get buffed like Master Roshi and just unleash it. Help.
Alright, so little boy and big man are clearing rubble.
Oh boy, big man.
And Ed.
I'm
Black
just,
rain falls silent.
I'm just going to hide in the shadows and wait for my moment
You are
to strike.
hidden somewhere waiting to assassin.
Because that is my thing, and my one sneak attack is kind of my ace in the hole.
Alright, so you are anywhere right now.
Yeah. And ideally a vantage point so I can jump down to wherever this fight might bring
Maybe
me.
another building on a zip line waiting to zip line in.
Hopefully it doesn't spontaneously
Well,
catch
who
on
is-
fire for no reason.
Who is perched on top of the officer.
Hiding inside the
there.
cake.
It was me! I was the turkey all
A
along!
glass box.
There's just a bunch of cakes everywhere, and you might be hiding in one. You're like Schrodinger's stripper assassin.
Exactly.
Schrodinger's
There's a story
stripper
about that.
assassin. Mr. President.
You're just like Hitman, that one animation.
Just everyone at once.
Yes.
Alright, I'm just gonna pause while I pick the track. Alright, we are back. The palace is on fire. There are goons running around. You're bursting through walls at top speed. The walls have been weakened structurally and there's fire everywhere, so you don't really need to do the roll. You're heading straight for where the Empress is. Alright, so I guess the camera would be locked on really close to over your back or whatever as you go through wall after wall after wall after wall.
I'm a juggernaut.
Yeah, until eventually the wall opens up into a large throne room area where there's a giant woman with a green jade tetsubo, covered in armor and she has tattoos and there's a lot of skin revealed because that's her style. Wearing a diadem on her forehead and artifact gauntlets and stuff. Looking around as the fire's going on and people are gathering around her to leave, to head out the front door, slapping debris out of the way. When you burst on scene in front of the whole group. You gotta talk.
I'm going to draw my giant gun and shoot her.
You're gonna say anything? One-liner?
I can't think of anything to say. I'm just gonna shoot her.
Stop resisting.
You should have said, "Oh yeah."
She's coming right for us.
Sic Semper Tyrannics. Alright, so you want to just shoot them?
Yeah.
Let's clearly reach heaven through violence then. I'm gonna pause while you're doing that. Alright, so
I thought you were saying
I know,
12
we're recording
damage.
now. So, yeah, you're doing a bunch of damage to everyone that's devastating the area, throwing in a bunch of tags that they cannot handle. So, yeah, a lot of the people are just shredded by the shrapnel blowing through there. Like, rocks are going to the sides of people's skulls. People are being thrown back onto splintered, burning debris and being crucified on it. It's a goddamn mess. People are being blown apart as you take out your peacemaker and lobby it at the Empress. As you do, she swings her Tetsubo and dispels a lot of it coming at her, and catches it in her artifact, which the green jade on it kind of glows and intensifies a bit. And yeah, they're she just kind of points at you and says out to her, "My children, an usurper and an anathema stands in our halls. Deal with it for mother."
I mean, she's not wrong.
Yeah, martial arts are going to swarm you. So yeah, you're going to get into a fight with a bunch of people who are survivors. Is anyone else going to be doing anything?
If I see a giant explosion, can I zip line into the room
So you want to Batman in?
and just sneak attack in the back while she's
Do
doing
it.
a thing?
Yeah, you can do that.
Can I do one thing before you do it? Sorry, because this might help you.
Okay.
Can I see, has the building collapsed enough that I can start to see this going on?
I'm going to say no, because the building was a big building and it's just
Oh,
starting.
okay.
Unless,
Then go.
unless he's standing in the direct line of the hallway I mean, directly into the room.
The hole.
Yeah. Can I be standing in direct line of that?
What do you want to do? What are you doing?
I'm trying to see the Empress, so a target, and I'm going to make her have nightmares.
I think this is it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. She's going to have nightmares.
I can use
Right now or when she sleeps?
No, it's now. It's a literal illusion nightmare appears and clings to her. They no longer gain any damage done to them.
They no longer gain damage.
Or sorry, no, what is it? Damage cannot be reduced by armor, group tags, or huge tags.
Oh!
Oof.
Oh!
Yeah.
Damage cannot be reduced, so if they have armor and huge, it doesn't help.
Yeah, it does not help them.
So you're going to send, liminal, undead, shadow nightmares into her?
Yeah.
Oh no,
To-
I'm
Go
fat.
for it.
Okay. I'm going to use my
Also-
power dice on this one.
Before...
And that will be just a 10. Perfect.
Okay, which is...
Success.
Just
So, yeah,
Yeah, it just
Yep.
happens. No...
just happens.
Alright, shadowy kind of nightmares start populating in the smoke and the fire. The ghosts of her dead children, or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm also declaring,
A vote.
That she's breaking the law.
no,
Pedestal
but
pop up round. What the hell is this shit?
I am declaring we shall make an anvil of their skulls and my heart shall be the forge. I'm choosing Anthony's character. Next time he deals damage to
You
the
see me
Empress,
zipping line down I got this.
he does +1 damage, and the target gets crippled if he hits.
Oh, it's already gonna get crippled when I hit.
There you go. So now she
honey.
doesn't benefit from armor. She doesn't benefit from huge.
And armor piercing. Well, the huge will help me.
I
Yeah.
shall also like to point out that I have Fierce Horse Soul, which means that I'm assuming everyone here is guilty, so I have the Unstoppable tag.
Okay.
That's fair.
Just saying.
I get the
Okay.
unstoppable tag
Can
just
I
from
roll
wearing
my,
nice clothes.
That's amazing.
Silver blades now.
Roll it.
There we go. I'm using
Alright,
my
do
power
it.
die for
You're
the.
Batmaning in as you were making the anvil.
10 plus.
10 plus.
Yeah, that's 10 plus, so it's.
It's gonna be amazing.
So it's an
base
alphabet
damage
soup.
is 2 plus 1 plus brutal, crippled, reeling, armor piercing, Plus, I can spit acid in her face.
Brutal
Too.
means it does +1 damage.
Oh, so another +1. So that's what, 5 now?
5 damage.
And then I can also spit acid.
Do it.
do it.
And do another 2 damage messing.
Jesus Lord. So 7 damage.
7
Yeah.
damage.
Oh, messy means everyone in the area also takes damage.
Acid!
God.
Her blood turns into acid and it sprays it
It's
across
armor
the
piercing,
room.
right?
I think this is the
Oh, yeah,
first
it
time
should-
It's
Yeah.
it was because of mine, but yeah.
Yeah. I think this is the first time we've actually coordinated an assault. It works well.
It's almost like we're a team now, guys! Just like hanging onto her back.
So there's like nightmares grabbing onto her too.
She also gets crippled, unless her artifact does something, but yeah.
She's gonna get super quick.
Alright. Yeah, again, she's just stabbed in the back by you and hurled forward on her
Sliced down
large
her
limb.
back.
Yeah, you scar up her back and like leave like deep wounds and
I
stuff.
guess it's really insensitive. Right?
Fucking
It
acid
really means she
everywhere.
falls down.
Did you
Okay.
cripple her or disarm her?
It crippled.
What are you crippling? Tell me.
Well, she's got that cool weapon that she's swinging around. Let's
So club arm?
fuck up her club arm. Exactly.
Alright, so you go like down her back, down her arm, and then skid her off the club and run away into the shadows, into the fire.
into the fire.
Yeah.
Because I'm Batman.
Like a candle jack.
I don't know what that is.
It's an old myth about a dude that would. It's just this whole thing.
It's okay.
Exactly what you're doing is what it is.
Okay, great.
So she drops her club. All right.
Panda man and old man?
Oh no,
Wait,
it's
no,
not
there you go.
turn-based. This is what the fight is. You guys choose what you're doing in the narrative. It's not taking.
We gotta get away from
Okay,
that.
so you guys hear like a high-pitched kind of screaming from the entrance of the door, and Red Panda comes in wielding like a huge piece of rubble, and it's just screaming the entire time as he runs in and smashes it into her face.
Imagine you running like you're kicking it with your little knees to charge it up with chi.
Yeah, basically, he's doing that.
Gambiting it.
This is probably one of the first times he's ever like purposely tried to hit someone in the face, but make it look like an accident.
All right, go for it.
So I'm using my bonus die here. And I'm counting this as a great weapon, actually, because he's not throwing it at her.
Sure.
He's just going
It's
to
gonna be a
club her in
bomb
the
going
face.
off when that rock hits.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Not bad.
So yeah, it's the messy tag. So
Man.
it does an extra damage
And the damage to everyone around.
and a damage to everyone around. And because she's huge, I ignore her. Oh wait, you already did that thing
Yeah.
where I can ignore.
Yep.
So yeah, an 8.
Another 8 damage? Or
No, 8 to hit, and that means I do 2 damage. No, 3 damage.
Oh my god.
3 damage, but that's a retaliation.
Yes. She's on her knee and like she's on one of her knees, holding her arm as you throw a boulder that hits her, knocks her back, kills a lot more of her goons who are like pouring out of the woodworks. But there's a lot of dead around here, just crushed and destroyed by rubble.
Oh, I wasn't aiming to kill them.
Well, you did.
There are
everyone
a lot of
else.
dead people here, regardless of you.
Oh, okay.
Like you could have not done it, but these
Yeah.
people were not.
I'm
under
just specifically
any of
saying
it.
he's not trying to kill anyone else.
You don't qualify for that fighting style.
I'm specifically trying not to. I'm just incredible bodily harm.
All right. She's going to jump back to where her throne is and put her good hand up, and the sky above this place will light up with purple light and astrological signs from the constellations of Malpheus above, as beams of light fire down from her realm defense grid onto you.
Oh no! Malpheus, no.
Malpheus, no. So everyone here can take 1 AP.
Okay.
Not from her. She's not doing it. The sky's doing it.
The sky
Peter.
is doing it.
Peter and your bounce back, your fucking Ganon bounce back.
I just picture her like her defense grid is literally just a bunch of people coming in with sticks and beating everyone.
There's genies throwing lightning bolts in the sky. Demon genies.
The worst.
I'll just use my dragon scale technique to bounce it back.
How you kill a genie?
Good job.
You hit them hard enough.
Because I think I can take -1 damage from Malpheus. I'm gonna say I have 3
That's fair.
hands.
That's fair. It's totally fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's on her throne, and like you guys are closing in on her.
You did say 1 damage, right?
Yeah, 1 AP.
Oh, I did an extra damage, by the way. I missed the brutal tag. No, wait, no, I'm
It's
wrong.
like she's
I'm wrong.
dead. that
Doesn't
changes
matter.
everything. She's dead. Combat.
I don't know why that's right under that.
You shall not take my empire from me. I am still the Empress.
Impersonating whore.
Holy shit.
He's
no,
like,
Panda
Did
Man.
you just say she's
I-
impersonating a whore?
no.
No, Panda Man. I am your mother.
Zip. Panda
He
face.
makes A very uncharacteristic shriek.
She didn't say it. She didn't say it.
Okay.
She just opens the throne and it shows her DeviantArt folder full of panda men she's drawn.
Yeah. Emotional damage.
Is that an attack?
She gets arrested for exposing stuff like that to a minor.
You're going away for a long fucking time. I'm already in prison.
The worst kind.
Now you're going to super jail.
This was super jail.
All right. So yeah, she's trying to back out of this fight and get some space between you guys.
Where are you running, coward?
Punch her.
Who wants to do what?
I don't want to attack because now she's aware of me.
Oh my god. You're shooting her?
Yeah, I'm gonna just
Shoot her!
shoot her again.
She's armed and dangerous.
No.
Oh yes.
4, 5, 6. So
Oh
7
yes.
of this. So no.
Oh yes! Alright, so you fire at her and she puts up her hand, like her good hand, and catches it with her fire eating technique and soaks it in and throws it back at the entire crowd. So y'all are gonna take 4.
Armor piercing, or
It says it's vicious tagged, and I don't know what that means.
I have never heard of that one before.
Well, it's probably in the tag list. It's not on the tag list.
Is it actually a thing?
What? Yeah.
Vicious.
Vicious.
The
Does
eyes-
double damage to stamina.
Aha!
Okay, I'm gonna soak both
Yep.
those hits with armor.
How much do you soak with armor? You soak 2?
3, and you spend 1 armor to soak 3.
Oh.
And you only spend 1 armor per
So
turn.
I'm down
Oh.
to.
Oh.
So if it gets
So
through,
she's
it's double
doing
damage to
4
stamina.
damage.
Yeah.
And then so it's
So
1
that
to
means-
armor and 2 to stamina.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Well, I'll take that vicious damage and toss it back at her with my swat of flies.
Okay. Do you do it? Do you
Yes,
succeed?
I succeeded. So, 4 vicious damage back at her.
Alright.
And she can't, soak with armor, right?
She can't soak with armor,
This
and
doesn't mean anything for NPCs.
Aww.
and
Fuck.
she doesn't have huge.
I mean, she does, it just isn't working.
Yeah.
She clearly does.
She didn't.
Is she actually dragon-blooded, or no?
Yeah, she has charms and everything as channeling essence.
Okay, I thought
thought
she
she
was
was
a Malthian.
I thought she was just tattooed. I was gonna punch her tattoos
Infernal.
off. Punch the highlights out of her
No,
hair.
she's clearly a fire aspect, like the real Empress.
That's even more embarrassing.
Quick,
Anyway, when she does that, she leaps back, Hulk style, through the walls outside of the burning building.
I'm gonna
Chase.
Hulk smash after her.
Alright, are you guys chasing too?
Yes, 100%.
Yeah, Penman jumps on your shoulder,
Target escape.
and as you jump through the hole, he grabs the throne.
Oh my god.
I'm guessing none of the henchmen are alive anymore.
Oh,
Just-
no, that mob is super dead. You guys are throwing on like 18 damage.
Yeah.
Womp, womp,
We're
womp.
machines. Is there any way I can make her unaware of me again? Is that
I mean,
possible?
you're out of sight now.
Okay, good. Excellent.
You broke the line of sight.
That's the worst cake stripper I've ever seen.
I hope I never see her again.
This
What's up
Literally
next?
1
What's your
minute
next move,
later.
Gabe?
I am going to Goomba stomp her.
Do it.
So that's what's happening. I'm going to jump onto the building and land on her, which I'm just going to use as
Control
an
violence.
empty palm.
Do it.
So
Remind me to get you to throw me at some point.
I actually wanted to, but I'm like, that'll ruin your surprise.
Like incredible
Shoot.
style.
No, you pick up a
Bob,
statue
throw
of,
me.
you pick up a statue of Buddha and hurl it at someone, and when they like cut it or like they try to destroy it to get out of their way, you're inside and start stabbing. I would be doing that
I
constantly.
never
in
expected
any
you
game.
from Buddha.
How'd you do?
What'd you roll?
I rolled 6 again.
Yes. Yes. You go down to Goomba Stomper, and she throws up her bad arm, and like it breaks some bones in it and deflects you away. She turns around and punches you, like uppercuts you. She's gonna send you reeling backwards, like across the building. Like you're gonna go back the hole you came out of onto the other side.
I'm not,
Okay. Why?
because I have unstoppable. So
What-
she
what's
can't
that
knock me around.
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So she punches you, you just stay there.
All right. Well, you skitter back a bit because that's thematic.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
right,
fine.
feet in the sand and stuff. But you're still going to take another 4.
Christ.
4 vicious
Okay.
damage.
Is it vicious?
Yeah.
So 8.
Rude dude.
I'm going to throw.
Know your place, beast creature.
Subhuman.
Oh wait,
It's embarrassing you ever married into my line. Your weakness disgusts me.
Oof.
so sorry.
She's going to drop the prison.
1
lights.
armor and 2 stamina. I'm going to throw a hairpin at her. That will be a 10 plus.
Nice. Jesus Lord. How much?
So it'll be 3 damage, and she does get reeling from it.
Oof. Alright, she gets sent back then.
So, yeah. Yep. And, yeah, 3 damage.
Yeah,
So I'll just
she
hit her
slides
with
back
a
away
nice
from
hairpin and just keep kind of following after, painting as I'm going, of course.
you. Shoot, that was your opportunity to throw a shoe at her.
Oh, yeah. Next time.
There
Next
might
time.
not be it next time. You've done like 20 damage to her.
Can I try and get another sneak attack in? Do you want to go first? Or?
You can go first.
Okay. I'm gonna try and like run and slide between her legs and take out her knee.
Look like your rapier.
Yeah. See how it's gonna be another sneak attack, I guess.
Go for it.
Actually, another silver
You're
blade.
going to appear out of a dust cloud.
Oof.
Out of fire.
Except for that's not gonna go super well for me.
No, man, can stop me.
What'd you get?
A 4. Or
6 total, I think, is a failure.
Yeah, 6
Oh,
is a
it
fail.
Alright, so you tried to sneak attack and failed?
Yep.
Legit, as you slide under her, she lifts her leg and she's barefoot and grabs you with her like feet and toes, like choking you. No, man. Oh, not even a man. God damn you, Peter. What a piece of shit. You said the wrong line.
What?
That's
You
the
said
joke.
No man can stop me, and it's not a man.
Exactly, that's why.
Well, I mean,
Fucked me up.
just say exalt. Just say exalt.
No woman can stop me.
No lowborn creature can stop me. She just like picks you up like with her foot and stomps you into the ground. 4.
Vicious.
There goes my armor as it shatters out of my fucking body.
Right, so from the
It's
dust,
like a creature in the ground.
Oh, from the dust where our officer got punched, the panda appears with his prayer beads out, and he just wraps his beads around her neck and starts strangling her from behind, screaming at the top of his lungs.
I'm out of stamina.
Oh, we're gonna go.
And I'm in a bad position.
Don't worry, I'll send Shu.
That's an 8.
How much damage?
That's 2
What am I
damage.
gonna do with a one-use shield?
Okay, 2. And you're like strangling her?
Yeah.
Alright, you're choking her and she's like being pulled back. She will take her good arm and punch her into one of the wounds. Punch herself in one of the wounds she has in her abdomen. And her entire body will heat up on fire, and you will take 4 vicious. As will you, because your body.
No! You just killed me!
No!
She just starts heating up with her essence.
Okay, so
Burning
here's...
into a bonfire.
I have a question. Am I dead?
I don't know. No.
Do you have the power where you can
Stop.
escape?
Wait.
Stop.
You're taking wound damage, right?
Yes.
Yep.
How many wounds do you have?
3?
Alright, so you just went to -1?
Yep.
Alright, that just triggers not a death roll, but a last man standing roll. Let's
Okay.
pause and do that. Because we haven't actually gotten to do that in the game yet.
Oh.
Okay, so both of them had to make their first ever shattered rolls. Black Rain got a 10+, and healed 1 wound, and it's fine. And...
I got 9.
Yeah, but your character's
Child.
Oh, child.
dual-mirrored child.
Joy's child of the crystal mirror.
That's the one. Got a 9 and allowed me to choose 1 instead of him choosing 2. One of your eyes bursts into, evaporates away from the fire. You're blind in an eye.
Oh.
That's like you have burn damage all over you, but that's the serious thing. You lose a chunk of your body.
Ah! Oh, you bitch!
You got Zuko'd. You got Zuko'd by your Fire Lord dad.
Oh. Yeah, he falls under the ground and he is.
You're still choking her.
Oh,
No,
okay.
you're still choking
You're-
her.
Then he's really angry. The beads are on fire. He's like
No, this
trying
is
to
still
slide back and
happening.
forth.
You're looking her right in the eye.
There's like
No, you
flames
just
coming
choose
out of
that.
his eyeball. He's like,
Oh.
ah, you bitch. Gonna kill you.
All right, who's next? Oh, I don't want to hear that. Keep in mind, every time you have to make a shadow roll, it's at another -1.
Oof.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I'm still under
But
the
if you
split.
fail your shattered, then you get to make defy fate rolls. So that's
Cool.
fun. And they can also, win you the day.
Cool.
See,
Really hard to kill.
my character strategy is either I succeed or I fail, which triggers their attack, which can bounce back at them. But since you two guys are on her throat, then I don't think I should be attacking.
Okay.
Because in case...
Yeah,
Then
under the
I'm
foot.
going to throw Shu at her and be like, Shu, help them!
Don't fumble and hit me with shoe.
That'll be a 10 plus.
Nice. How much damage is that?
So that'll be 3 damage with Shu.
Alright, do you want to be doing damage, or do you want to be helping one of them?
Ooh. Do you guys actually need help?
I mean, I've got a plan for down here.
I'm fine down here.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm
I know this
gonna
looks
do
bad,
damage.
but
I'm just gonna
I
say
think
Shu
we both
help
set
them.
afterwards.
Yeah, I'm just gonna say Shu help them, but actually just be throwing Shu like
As you're-
headlong like a football.
As you're picking up Shu, he pulls off his robes, revealing leather armor with nails sticking out of them. razor blades he's taped to his knees and elbows like a basketball player.
What happens if you fall down?
Pleasure.
So yeah, you pick him up and huck him at the Empress.
Yeah.
Alright, Shu gets thrown really hard and really fast, and kind of does this rolling maneuver where he rolls along her like a tire strip on the road that takes up your tires.
That's not how fucking tire strips work.
He's rolling around her and like rubbing up against her with all his
Fucking
nails and
weasel.
stuff. How much damage is that?
For 3 damage.
My god.
And
Dixie counts as an accessory. He's basically an accessory
no.
for you.
she's not reeling.
She's not real.
She's
She
not
is
reeling.
She was rolling around on her like a mountain climber.
Yeah. Yeah, she was part of my clothes.
So, I guess I'm going to use Bolster to try healing those two people.
Alright, what are you doing? Then the bolster. What is your...
I'm taking my lightning, my healing lightning, and healing them.
Why, you open up your mouth hand and send out Palpatine lightning to restart their hearts?
Yeah, I guess.
Or their chi? You're
Yeah.
doing a chi transfer?
Yeah, I'm powering them up.
There we
My
go.
infinite reserves of chi.
Getting the theme music ready.
That's an 8.
So Empress is kind of out of breath too. She's like huffing and sweating and bleeding from a bunch of
So-
places.
Both of you
Her arms
gain
is
1
critical.
stamina.
Oh, good.
Well, everyone that has stamina in the area takes +1 stamina.
Yay!
A single breath.
Alright. Wait, what did you get on that?
8.
8?
Which means I can no longer choose the same option even if I roll 10+. So, that's it.
Alright, she's going to start to move away from you guys as you're throwing lightning out, because, I get to do reactionary kind of things. She is going to kick off backwards, holding you with her foot, and with you on her back, choking her, suffocating her, and with you crawling along her like a gecko. And she's going to leap backwards over a retaining wall into a smaller building that's on fire. Into the fire. You guys are now in a fire, in a building.
That we said on fire.
Yeah. What are you guys going to do to react to that? Your friends are being taken away by a giant woman.
I am going to use my 49 empty palm technique to windlass the fire away.
You're going to send the
I'm
fire to...
assuming I can do it forcefully enough that it doesn't make the fire stronger and it'll actually blow it out.
Which makes like a fire
You're
tornado.
attacking the fire. You're sending the fire to the land of wind and ghosts.
Yes.
You're
Alright.
creating a vacuum.
That's even fine. That's not even a roll. You're just going to be like, no fire.
Yes.
What are the other people doing? Scarlet Empress is still being choked to death.
She just brought us with her.
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna just continue to attack her. I'm gonna throw.
Can I make a move
Um,
from trapped under her
Your
foot?
Bowser
What do
kids.
you want to do?
I was hoping I could like lift her up and like because I got like those fancy folding swords. I could like unfold it under her and she could fall back down on it.
Anthony, how many
Nice.
traps do you have?
Use her own 2.
You can trigger them anytime, right? Remember?
Oh, I guess I could do that also.
You find the building? Activate my trap card.
You had like a bucket of water up on the side of the door. It just falls and extinguishes it. It's
And then
like,
she like trips and falls on electric
can. This is my bar!
No, I think I'm just gonna throw another hairpin at her.
Can't see her right now.
I can't see her. She's gone.
So describe how you're going to
Darn
hit her,
it.
because you don't have to see her to hit her.
Okay.
Just be cool.
Damn it, Shoe.
Activate a thing that'll make
You
more
take
spikes
your-
come out in his armor.
Oh yeah, I'll just
He
yell.
made his
You're a
That'll-
fashion designer.
Yeah, I'm a fashion.
Take
So I'm
your
just
eye
gonna
out.
yell at Shoe.
Pull like a thread.
Yeah.
He still has like a single thread.
Yeah.
There
I just got a thread on Shoe that I've like. That way I never lose him. He's always on the leash, right?
Yeah, that's his leash. So you can pull a single thread.
Single
Yeah.
golden thread.
Just
Nicole put her hands to her nipples and made a shing sound like knives were coming out of it.
Yes.
Jesus
Um,
Lord.
so that's a
I'm
7.
giving her everything she's got, Captain.
Alright, so what's the damage from Shoe?
2 damage from Shoe.
Alright, those spikes fire off spring-loaded from him, hitting the Empress, like covering her in porcupine quills of spikes, doing more damage to her. She's almost out.
The poor man, he could just never be out.
I have other ways of having affection shown to me.
Oh god.
Feel
need a
the
bit-
waspy sting of my lord.
I need a better adult.
Her reaction to that is with her good arm that she was trying to keep you from being suffocated is to grab Shoe by the torso
That's fair.
and basketball spike him through the floor into the many basements below.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's
Give me a
fair.
cartoon hole.
Yes, shoe-shaped hole. He's like,
Aw.
she's manhandling me. Stop, that's wrong. And then she spikes him through the floor. Yeah, I've been shattered to pieces.
Oh shit.
Oh, poor Shoe.
So she was out of the fight.
That's fair. That's fair.
He
So
took
good.
harm.
That's understandable.
She was harming at him.
I guess I need to avenge him.
He's not dead. He's
Oh, I
just
know,
been
I know.
shattered to
Oh,
pieces.
this is a very dramatic, I'll avenge him.
All right, what do you guys got?
Okay, so can I trigger one of my traps and make an explosion that blows like right under us, so we start falling through the basements?
Yes.
Then I
Fire
do that.
dust kegs
So
underneath.
she gains the reeling tag as the ground explodes out from underneath us and we start dumping.
All right,
on
you
the
guys are in
floor.
free fall, like 10 stories down.
Does this pit have a bottom, or are we just gonna fall forever?
All right, she's
The
now
bar
reeling.
is endless.
Okay, child removes the beads that he's been using to like rub her neck raw. Opens his mouth wide, beads, and bites into her throat.
Oh my God.
Nice.
They're just going full savage. Spending too much time with the anathema.
His eye socket is still on fire.
Right. That. Still on fire. Are you part Ghost Rider now?
7, 8, and that's a lot of things. This is unarmed.
Did you get a 10 plus?
No.
Okay.
Messy and destructive. Don't get that, but no, I guess that's all I get. Messy and destructive. Forceful area, crippled. No, wait, that's
Area?
no. I'm wrong.
Oh, me
Wrong.
too.
Sorry, I was looking at the flourish.
That's okay.
So messy and destructive.
How much altogether?
2.
2.
Oh, yeah, 2.
All right, you bite into her throat, and her response is with her good arm to kind of grab you and pull you off, and pulls a bunch of meat off, and she's bleeding profusely. Her blood on fire, of course.
Yeah.
And she'll just kind of pull you off and like gesture to the sky, screaming as multiple beams of light rain down on all of you
Oh
guys.
no, not this again.
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
Child just kind of looks at her, spits her flesh out to the side, and then spits blood on her before getting struck.
All right, you two are both going to take 4 vicious.
Yeah, he's down again.
Yeah, I'm down again.
Another
too.
shattered. Roll 2d6 minus 1. You want to empower it to get 3d6? Or are you out?
I'm out.
I have 1, but I want to save it for the showing you though.
Oh,
Because I'm greedy like
we're getting
that.
8. So I'll just choose one of your.
me again?
Is that's +2, right? Or plus my breath, right?
No, it's plus breath, and then you get a minus 1.
No, wait, actually, maybe I'll
9.
just choose.
9?
Would have been perfect.
All right, so you both heal 1 wound. Your weapons that you have,
Yeah.
Anthony, they're just destroyed. Like they're evaporated by the explosion.
I'm pretty sure I have infinite knives, so.
Well, you don't anymore.
Not on you,
Ah.
Chance.
I'm just gonna choose 2 actually. I'll take the major damage that makes all my rolls broken, and I'm gonna lose my armor.
Sure. Sure. All right, so your rolls are broken, which is 3d6. Take the worst.
Yeah.
Yep.
And you all are fired down by the beam onto the stony kind of mine shaft crime prison area that was before. And she just kind of hits the ground, in her death throes.
Oh.
You beat her.
Oh. I was ready to keep going. I was ready to grab a chain
No,
off
that
the
was,
wall.
that was a great fight. Oh, she's over there. He's impaled on a bunch of stalactites.
Oh, we found it.
Please send for some wine, sir.
Some hot wine, milk of the poppy.
Milk of the poppy, my lord.
I'll give him
There's
some
like stalactites coming out of his legs and arms and his chest and stuff.
I'll give him some very powerful painkillers.
And he just fires some darts at him. Yeah.
I can feel my liver shutting down, sir.
It's an itchy night for me.
I'm glad I landed on my feet and not my back.
Well,
Hashtag no sense.
You're glad you didn't land on Shu?
Yeah, that too, because he landed on the spikes.
And he's one big
And he's also made of spikes.
well,
Especially in the chestial region.
okay, I'm just gonna pause so I can find the track.
Poppy.
All right, we're back. All right, do you guys want to collect around the Empress to
Yeah.
interrogate her?
Yeah.
All right, she is broken on a bunch of like rocks and debris as you approach her. Her anima bonfire burning down, like her flux cooling off. She like spits out some teeth and blood. You've done well, my traitorous anathema worthy foe. Come closer. Come to Mother Empress, so I may whisper to you the secrets of the Warden.
So
I will, but I'm on my guard.
No, you don't have to be on your guard.
It's
It's
a-
part
I
of
am.
the movie where you don't have to be.
I am. But I'm going to, yeah.
It's part of the movie where your character knows he's in full control of the situation. You get close?
Yeah.
She whispers into your ear that he's exalted, and you can choose what type of exalt he is.
Ooh.
Cool.
What's the shittiest
Can I have time to think of it?
You don't have to give an answer.
Okay, so that's really neat.
She whispers a secret that will be revealed in a later...
That's really neat, actually, that I get
That's
to
a
pick.
sweet idea.
That's really cool.
That's a sweet idea.
He's my lunar mate!
Oh,
My husband's
no,
like,
he's-
wait, what?
what a twist!
Now his totem's a flea.
What?
The wanderer. Or
His was a flea.
The traveler.
Oh,
There
right.
you go.
Fuck the warden, but also fuck the warden.
Fuck no. And then Devon just does the traveler voice.
Going
Like,
to
oh.
Bone Town.
I swear to
Hello,
God.
my treacherous solar mate.
Yeah, I swear to God. if
I
it
am
just-
the
if
funk
if
master
the warden
now.
just turns out to be the traveler the whole
The
time.
Kermit the Frog.
Yeah.
Anyway,
We missed a piece.
a secret is whispered, and we will come to the end of this session. We'll try a little longer. So I was Devin,
Nicole?
Ian.
Kevin?
Peter.
Anthony.
and this is sponsored by Nobody. Signing off.